This essay example, as well as thousands of others, is available in text format on our website for free and without registration. Simply Google Ivy Panda Free Essays.
Introduction. We live in an integrated society where various elements color our view and understanding of what surrounds us. One of the defining characteristics of me is my optimistic outlook towards life. Always looking at the bright side of people and situations has been my mantra, and despite how bad things get, I do not let any situation tear me down. I am always open to the possibility that people have the inborn ability to love, care, and understand each other with very little inhibitions. This is a virtue that is especially useful to me in a world constantly battered by the winds of uncertainty. Due to this positive perception of life and humanity, I have never really thought about the existing problems of racism and its associated vices, such as discrimination or stereotyping. This is mainly because I have never really encountered them personally, even though people around me always shared their experiences as to how they witnessed them at some point in their lives. I think that my long-term belief that people exercised equality was biased and, as a result, blinded me from seeing the truth. Evidently, people in their varied capacities have the potential to be unjust, cruel, and discriminatory depending on their culture and the environment that they dwell in. Incidentally, reality finally dawned on me as I experienced the most horrific event in my life. My personal experience. I am a well-traveled youth who believes in living life to the fullest and making the most out of it. 2 years ago, I embarked on a trip to France to further fulfill my life principle. It was then that I experienced ostracism and discrimination at the hands of the joyous Parisians. My friends have always praised the shopping district in Paris, and I finally had a chance to witness the marvels. I have always had a fetish for designer handbags, and France was home to one of the famous designers who dealt with these bags. I wanted to experience entering the Louis Vuitton boutique on Champs-Élysées and purchase my first LV designer handbag. I could have easily purchased one in the States, but the thrill of knowing that I would be the owner of a designer handbag purchased directly from the source in Paris was overwhelming. I was excited as I approached the store. I imagined the looks on my friends' faces as I narrated this enduring event. I expected to receive a warm welcome from the sales personnel, but that was not the case. The salespeople ignored me the minute I walked into the store. Maybe they identified me as an American, so I decided to speak Spanish. Funny enough, they responded in English, but only to one question, then turned away to assist other people who had just walked into the store. I was beyond myself with anger as I contemplated what I could have done to receive such a cold response. I lingered in the boutique for about 20 minutes, trying to get someone's attention, but to no avail. It was like I didn't matter. I was ignored, and as I looked at them, I saw them laughing at me, which made me feel alienated and looked down upon. Needless to say, I felt humiliated and belittled. I finally gathered enough courage and walked out of the boutique feeling blue and undeserving. Conclusion. This stereotyping and discrimination exerted a prime jolt on my ego, which made me realize the horrible and uncalled-for situations that many Americans experience in their day-to-day interactions. I finally understood that racism and its associated vices are territorial concepts that people employ to feel empowered and for self-gratification. I also realized that such incidences affect people irrespective of their age, race, and religion. It pained me as I imagined how difficult it is to encounter these situations on a daily basis. This essay on the personal experience of discrimination was written and submitted by a student just like you. The Ivy Panda Samples database hosts thousands of works similar to this one on various subjects. Visit ivypanda.com to find what you are looking for, free of charge.